Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Seattle Seahawks. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
Michael Dixon to kick off for.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
To throw now on 1st down. And caught right side, Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards
yards shy of midfield. Now Green, well, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Buying time to his left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st and goal, Gore trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 6.
Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Gordon. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And 7 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier. Michael Kendricks made the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. After one, our score, 12-6.
Seahawks 6.
From the 27, Wilson. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with...
And look at this, it's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
Wilson's
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Wilson will throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Pass, there he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Got a man, it's Gibson complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout taken.
It's a gain of
perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Michael Dixon to kick
So
off.
with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken
Benson Mayowa able to get him for a loss of about 3.
brought down back at the 24-yard line.
They go fullback this time, Ron Smith. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Washington 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Wilson. Now he'll escape to his... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete.
Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Come on with it, man. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tough to bring Bryant down. That is caught left side by Bryant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking downfield for Dez. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Dez Bryant. His 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first and 10. It's Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ryan Anderson. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, it's Gore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Frank Gore, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes this Washington 40. Seahawks 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Antonio Gibson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Third out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. Again, Wilson. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue